Hello everyone! Today is my first video about game recommendations on the phone. So I want you to recommend you the top 7 interesting games where you can play them on your phone. Enjoy watching! The Lost Light. Realistic graphics and an expanded arsenal of weapons await players. Their task is to get to the location point and take away the loot. The release of the iOS game took place on September 1, 2022. Android took place on January 12, 2022. The game can be attributed to such genres as post-apocalyptic games, shooters, action games, games with good graphics. On the left side you can control the character where to go. You can also hold down the button on the right for non-stop walking. And another one, you can use a map where you need to go. I think this game is interesting for its plot. Cover Fire. In Cover Fire you take on the role of a resistance fighter taking part in the confrontation with a megacorporation Tetracorp. In each section of the game you will find 3 characters, each with different abilities, as well as destructible environments, cinematic cutscenes, a ton of action and ingeniously implemented controls. The game developers decided to use the 3D touch interface capabilities in the shooting control mechanics. If you lightly touch the screen, this means shooting. The release of the game iOS Android took place on March 29, 2017. The game can be attributed to such genres as shooters. On the left side you can control the character where to turn, and on the right button with a long press you can aim and shoot. You also get a reward after a well-completed mission. Call of Duty Mobile. The legendary first-person shooter set in the Call of Duty universe. This game has sort of the best of all parts of series, locations, main characters and weapons, breathtaking graphics sometimes indistinguishable in quality from console games. An incredible soundtrack in its atmosphere and revolutionary touch controls will give you a unique gaming experience. The release of the iOS Android game took place on October 1, 2019. The game can be attributed to such genres as shooters, games with multiplayers, games with good graphics, royal battles, modern setting. On the left side you can control the character. At the bottom of the buttons you can select a weapon, gun or knife. On the right side of the buttons you can choose to sit, lie down or jump. You can use the scope, reload the gun and shoot. Also you have a map. Genshin Impact. Genshin Impact is an action RPG that is often compared to The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. There are indeed similarities, from graphics to oriental and to rush with fantasy elements. Also players can climb on any surface. The main thing is to have enough strength. The plot develops around the mysterious traveler. Players will have to find their loved one and along the way uncover the mystery that has enveloped the mysterious world of Taiwan. At the start you can visit 2 of the 7 major cities. The release of the Switch game is scheduled for 2023. PlayStation 4, PC, Android, iOS took place on September 28, 2020. The game can be attributed to such genres as action, RPG games with good graphics, cross-platform games, anime games. You'll have to follow a small flying character. On the screen you have 4 buttons. On the left side you can control the character. On the right side you can fight, jump and slide quickly. Cyberika. We have a city of the future where poverty and cybercrime thrive. To enhance skills you need to insert implants and chips, and after the task you can enjoy the nightlife of the city downtown. This includes nightclubs, casinos, cafes and other places. The combat system includes a varied arsenal of weapons, so we can fight both up close and at a distance. Let's not forget about home improvement, where you can relax, eat ramen and fix your guns. One of the features is the ability to get in a local cyber prison from which it is quite difficult to get out. The release of the Android iOS game took place on April 14, 2021. The game can be attributed to such genres as cyberpunk games, action games, RPG. From the navigation you have a button to control the character, a battle button, a button to grab some things, start a conversation, reload a weapon. Wolf Game. Wild Animal Wars. Your journey begins with Alpha, the youngest son of the Wolf King Charlie, who was betrayed by Loki. Loki, Alpha's older brother, worked with hyenas and conspired to kill Charlie. They managed to get rid of the Wolf King but failed to kill Alpha, who managed to escape with his pack. From there, Alpha and the rest of his followers looked for a place where they could settle down and regenerate in order to ultimately get revenge on Loki. In the Wolf Kingdom, battles are usually fought when you command your pack to go towards the enemy forces, dragging the pack to your destination. A collision will follow, and your success will be mostly depend on the leader of your pack, as well as the number of troops that you can bring to the battlefield. We say troops because after completing some requirements, you will have later the opportunity to train animals other than wolves. From navigation, everything is simple. You will need to direct the wolf on which you must attack. In addition, you press a button to show your anger. Mir M is a new isometric game straight from Asia. Interestingly, the description of Mir M mentions dark iron, which can become a source of crypto and NFT, as happened with the same Mir 4. In addition to the extraction of resources and the storyline, we expect PvP, where top players will decide who will have control over the territories with the dark iron. The release of the Android iOS game took place on January 31, 2023. The game can be attributed to such genres as slashers, mere RPG, fantasy, NFT games, games with multiplayer RPG. There is not much navigation here. On the left side of the button you can control the character and go. Right button for battle. Below you can use additional power. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you take note of some games. If it's not difficult for you, then support, like this video and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss my video. Goodbye.